If theta is an angle in standard position whose terminal side passes through the point -2, -3, what is the numerical value of tangent theta? Let's understand what this problem is trying to ask us. So when it's talking about an angle in standard position, all that is saying is that basically, you know, when you create an angle, let's say if we have an angle right over here, right? Notice how these two rays that I've drawn, they have this intersection point, right? Which we can call the vertex of the angle. Well, an angle in standard position just means that if we were to graph this angle, this vertex right over here would be at the origin. And terminal side just basically refers to the side that you draw to create this angle. So when I have an angle in standard position, what I'm first going to do is I'm going to draw my vertex, and I'm going to draw this line right over here, which basically represents the positive x-axis, okay? Now I'm going to draw an angle like this. All right, and let's call this angle theta. Now we're given that when we draw this side of the angle, and right over here, this side, basically the side that you draw to create this angle, is something known as the terminal side of the angle, right? So the terminal side of the angle is just the side that you draw to create this angle in the first place. Now it says that this terminal side, so this side right over here, passes through the point -2, -3. -2, -3. What is the numerical value for tangent of theta? Well, what you have to realize here is that you can construct a right triangle. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to do this. So I'm going to draw, actually let me do this in a different color, but I'm going to draw a line up here, and this is going to create a right angle. So notice how I have this right triangle now, okay? You see this right triangle. Now we're given that this side of the triangle right over here is -2, and this side of the triangle right over here is -3, right? Hence why the coordinate of this point is -2, -3, right? You're going -2 in the x direction and then -3 in the y direction. Remember that tangent of an angle is equal to the side opposite that angle divided by the side that's adjacent to this angle. So in this case, when I constructed my right triangle, well, I'm going to create this sort of new angle, right? Let's just call this angle x. Now, what is tangent of this angle x right over here? Well, tangent of angle x is going to be the side opposite this angle, so -3, divided by the side adjacent this angle, which is -2. So we're going to get 3/2. And that's going to be our answer, okay?